It's 11:30 and time to begin programming on the Bombay Broadcasting Company.
Hello, children. It's your old friend, Mr. Mongoose. Today we are going to have a whole lot of fun, I can tell you that. In the first place, I would like to apologize to you for going to sleep about halfway through the show yesterday. You see, I imagine it was a little bit dull for you, but what the problem was that my assistant, Ricky Ticky, unfortunately, well, not unfortunate that he's my assistant, but unfortunately he was not here to wake me up. And so, probably, I guess, nothing happened between the mango juice skip around and the Johnny Quest cartoon. So let's try and have some more fun today, alright? Okay. And we'll get things started off with an exciting big large bang by going right to the part where old Mr. Mongoose picks up the very extremely heavy iron weight and carries it barefootedly across the coals and the broken glass and the sword blades. So here we go with the iron weights. Oh, my goodness. What? Okay, here. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, well, that was rather bloody heavy, wasn't it? So we'll just forget about that and just sit here on Mr. Hasek. Hello, Mr. Rhinoceros. And we'll dust off Mr. Mongoose's magic glasses and see what's going on out there in Childland, okay? All right. You know, I think I see out there that if little Todar Omar will go running very fast and look under his bed, he probably won't find anything because, well, he won't find anything because, for one thing, his family is remarkably poor. And for another thing, what would they be buying him presents for anyway? He is a remarkably nasty little kid, a real unpleasant little sucker. So just forget about him. What else is out there, I wonder? Oh, my goodness, if little Skeeter Love will go out in the backyard and look under the big rock that is out in the garden, you know, he will probably be bitten by some poisonous insect or something like that. Or at least get good and muddy and filthy, and what is the point of that, I want to know. So we'll just forget about two then, okay? And last but not least, I see that if little Kavli Figs stays at home today and waits for a mailman to come by, then she may get a package from some child in America who is sending all of the leftover broccoli and the liver and all the Brussels sprouts that she didn't want to be eating anymore. And won't that be a lot of fun? You can bet it will. So anyway, what time is it? Oh, well, we've got an awful lot of the show left, and I'm going to have to do the mango juice skip around soon if Ricky Ticky doesn't show up pretty soon. So I'll get ready. Hello! Oh, here's Ricky Ticky now. Hello, Ricky. How are you?
Okay. I'll sit down here.
Okay. Did you bring something interesting for us to look at?
Oh, indeed. I have brought a cobra snake.
Oh, by Jove. What does it do? Hey, take over this, can't you? I'm going crazy here. All these kids, I'm going loony nuts. Do something.
Okay. Well, what I have done is mostly train it to plain dead. Would you like to see?
Oh, yes, more than anything.
Okay, here we go.
How extraordinary.
Go and shake it.
Well, if I do, won't it bite me and I will die?
No. I told him who you are. Go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, snake! Woohoo! Roogie, whoosh! Well, that's extraordinary, Ricky.
Oh, yes. But if a stranger tried that, boy, oh boy, huh? Look out.
Okay.
You don't want to do that.
Well, that was a lot of fun levity we've had, but now we're going to teach the children something gravely useful and seriously important, okay? Do you know if our guest has arrived yet?
I don't know. I think so. Yes, it's him right now.
Oh. Hello, Major. Catastrophe.
Hello, Mongoose.
Hello.
Ricky, what's going on here?
Well, we were hoping, Major, that you could help us teach the children what we were discussing about the other day.
What, the, passive thing?
Indeed, yes.
No. It's ridiculous. It's poppycock. It's folderol.
No, it's not ridiculous, poppycock folderol. You're only sore because it worked against you.
Piffle!
No.
Well, all right. Where's Ricky?
Oh, here I am.
Well, come around here. Come around here, right there.
Okay. Okay, now, children, pay particularly close attention because Major Catastrophe is about to repress Ricky. Watch what happens.
Yeah! Well, go ahead.
Oh. You see? If an unsavory person is violent towards you, lay down. Because then what happens?
Then I can't do a thing. You know, if I were to do this, I'd appear a perfect monster.
A real poop is what he'd look like. And this is very easy to do, children.
Mongoose?
What?
What's this over here?
Oh, that is Ricky's pet snake. It's his pet cobra snake.
It's not moving.
Well, he started to do that. It's playing dead.
That's not a real snake at all. That's a mock snake. Ah! Blast! Ah! Oh, damn, it's bitten me. Well, what happens now?
I suppose you will die. Isn't that what ordinarily happens, Ricky Ticky?
That's what happens, yes, usually.
Oh, blast.
Uh-oh.
I think he's dead.
I think you're right. Well, maybe we'd better roll that film clip that we see every week. This week on Ricky's field trip, he went to Hollywood. And we're about to show the film clip. Once it gets up, you're going to like this, I can tell you that.
Boy, we better get a film clip here.
Okay, is he dead?
I think he's dead.
Let's call a doctor or something.
I don't know what to do.
Here he is.
This is never.
Ricky is here at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, which is a big landmark, but is a Chinese theater and not an Indian theater, so he wasn't welcome there. What he did was passively resist the usher and go to a different theater, where he saw a new movie, a scary movie, and as you can see, it scared the heck out of him, boy. It sure did. Then he saw a movie he really liked. Just look at this little boy's happy face at the movie he saw there. He really loved it, I can tell you. After that, he went for a walk to look around, and on the walk, look what happened. He met a nice, charming, and friendly American girl, and here he is striking up a conversation with her, and here he is chatting with her, and here he is doing something else. And that took about half an hour to do, so we didn't watch it all. And then he came back out, and she's nice. She said hi to another friend. And here comes Ricky, looking a lot like he did after the scary movie. And now this is important, you see. Remember what the major told us to do when two unfriendly types assail you. You lay down. See what he did? Unfortunately, it doesn't work to do that in America. I don't know why. It works against English people, but they beat him up more and they ran away. So remember, kids, you don't want to lay down in America. It won't work. Hi, Ricky.
The snake is loose! The snake is loose! It's kind of up! Where is it? Oh!
Where is the
Where's
snake?
the snake? Oh! The snake! Oh!
I think I found the snake.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, I didn't need this, not at my age. I've been bitten.
What? Oh no! The snake is loose! The snake is loose! The snake is loose!
Mango, my darling, I cannot bear to be away from you any longer. I lay awake at night in a feverish torment as I think of your lips crashing against mine. Your hands gently caressing my thighs and breasts. I have decided to tell my father of my love for you. Oh my. Soon we will be together, united in 1,000 eternities of blissful, loving passion. Your friend Chrissy. Good day, Chutney. Hello, sir. Just come from the south field. The copra is ready for harvesting.
Very good, sir. I will see that it is taken care of.
You're a good overseer, Tutney.
Well, thank you, sir. And you are a good, cruel, overbearing patriarch of a prosperous yet turbulent copra plantation.
Well, you left out passionate. Don't forget passionate.
Oh, my goodness, so I did. I feel very stupid. Passionate is something that definitely applies, yes.
Speaking of passionate,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to talk to you about my daughter Chrissy.
Oh, your willful, proud daughter, who, after attending finishing schools in America, has become increasingly Western in thoughts and attitudes, and as such, of course, has become a constant source of trouble to you since her mother's death.
Yes, that is who I'm talking about. Of course. But her latest rebellion is a romantic one.
Yes, I know.
She insists on marrying out of her caste. You don't know who the snake is, do you?
No, gee, I don't. Come to think of it, no, that's one that you got me on, boy. I couldn't tell you who she'd be going out with. No, sir, not her.
Because if I find out who the thrice cursed whoremongering camel thief is, I will hang him in the noonday sun until his eyeballs bake.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
And when the vultures are through with him, I will throw him to the cobras, so that they may lay their eggs within his festering mass.
Boy, you're strict. Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, Mango.
Uh,
Oh, hi, Daddy.
Daughter, you shame me. How can you dress in public dressed like a prostitute? Your mother would be spinning in her grave.
well, she was a whirling dervish. I was making a small joke to relieve the tense atmosphere, which seems to me to be pervading the place.
Daddy, will you leave me alone? I'm so fed up with you hassling me all the time.
No, I am fed up. I will not have you marry out of your caste. If I ever find out who your lover is, I
you're
would...
going to, because I'm going to tell.
I don't think now would be a particularly good time to tell your father. He seems to me to be somewhat perturbed.
But my darling, I must be free of this tyrant.
My darling?
No.
What?
No, I don't think you heard her correctly. I don't think she said darling. You didn't say darling, did you? No, I think she said Darjeeling is what I think. She will have some tea.
I want my love.
You have your love, but at a more opportune time, I think, after perhaps your father has had the chance to reflect on the beauty of nonviolence in dealing with our fellow men.
No, we are going to have this out here and now. Father, my lover is...
Oh, I will get that. Why don't we all stay here and let's not say anything, shall we? And I will get that.
You're going to tell me who the vermin was?
I'm not going to say anything till Mango gets back.
Mango is returning. Who is it?
Well, the man I'm going to marry is...
Beauregard T. Beauregard. Hello, sir. This must be your charming daughter, of whom I've heard so many good things.
Who's he? He's cute.
Oh, that is Beauregard T. Beauregard, the wicked plantation owner from Charleston, who plans to consolidate his holdings in the East by marrying you, you sweet little cookie, you, and seizing your father's land.
You don't mean the illegitimate son of the Duke of Marlborough who was thrown out of Cambridge over that scandal with the chorus girl?
No. If I'd meant that, then that is what I would have said. You can count on it.
I have a proposition for you, sir. It seems you're badly in need of a managing director for your plantation, and I've had considerable experience on my father's plantation in Charleston. Seems to me that if I were to take over here, I'd have many opportunities to pay court to your lovely daughter. I've never seen a more lovely vision.
He said, with a wicked gleam in his eye.
It is a well-considered proposition. I will give it careful thought. Now, Chrissy, leave me for a moment.
Okay. Oh, Mango, my love. Let's walk in the garden and Talk about the future?
I don't think that would be a good idea. No, I think what we should do is go visit your cousin, the doctor, who would, oh no, don't do that, no. Who would be the best doctor in the East if it wasn't for his drinking problem, and his manipulating wife, who is not much fun to be around.
Mango, my love. Mr. Beauregard, describe mango chutney in one word.
Expository.
That's a good word. It's not the one I was thinking of, though. No. The word I am thinking of is conniving, treacherous, lower caste, cradle-robbing mongrel. He is my daughter's secret lover. I will feed him to the tigers.
But I love you. Why can't we tell him?
Well, the words cobra eggs and festering corpse come to mind.
Mango, you have deceived me.
No.
You will be beheaded at noon.
Oh, pooh.
How dare you take liberties with this woman? You servant!
Oh, be quiet, you redneck. I'm going to be beheaded in a few minutes. I've had
dare
enough to deal
you.
with you.
He has a gun.
Oh, you're right.
There's a pistol. Look out.
Oh, look out! Look out! He's got the cobra. Well, this is silly.
Daddy, I'm warning you. You stop or I'll tell. I'll let everyone know
No what?
that I'm adopted.
What?
Yes, that's right. My mother left me most of her money, and Daddy's been trying to get his hands on it by trying to get me married off to the right guy, and it is so shallow.
Is this true, sir?
Oh, indeed, yes. You see, Chrissy's mother found her abandoned at the souvenir counter of the Taj Mahal and raised her as her own daughter. Now, Chrissy only came here when her mother remarried, and she became the old man's stepdaughter.
Keep out of this, you pickaninny!
Pickaninny? Don't you call me pickaninny. That's the same thing as calling me a mick or a kraut. If you're going to use a racial slur, at least get it right. Pickaninny, what a dope.
You.
Oh my goodness, I think you've been shot.
Oh, darling.
Yes, I have been shot.
Oh,
Oh
darling.
my goodness,
Oh.
I didn't need this.
No.
Look at the time, it's almost lunchtime. I'm going to miss it. I think I'm going
Wait, stay here. I'll go get my doctor.
No, don't bother, my darling. He would only tell you something that I don't want you to know.
What?
I have a brain tumor.
Oh, no. Oh.
Be sure and tune in next Thursday at 9 o'clock for the next installment of Madras Manor, when we'll hear Chrissy say,
A brain tumor? Oh, how gross.
"Oh, don't worry. I'm all better now."
Action and intrigue with Inspector Gota of the Bombay CID. Tune in Thursdays. Don't miss it as he chases bad guys around.
Live from New Delhi, it's Bombay Today. And now here's your host, Sala Prasad. Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for making me feel so welcome. You know how to make me feel good. Hey, how about a little song? Hit it, Jehan. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it.
Bombay, Bombay. These feet without shoes are longing to stray right to the high caste part of it. Bombay, Bombay. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't eat to find I'm washing a cow. Hey, right in the street. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it. Bombay, Bombay. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, Bombay, Bombay. Hey, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? What about this orchestra, huh? How about a big hand for our great group, huh? How you doing, Jehan?
Oh, just fine. How's your vacation?
Oh, pretty good. You know, I went to America to do some skiing. You know, they have more moguls in America than we ever had here in India. You know, America's a great little country, Jehan, if you have money. So don't you ever go there. Yeah, I got to talking to this little Italian fella at the ski lodge. You know, I told him my uncle, he was a Sikh, and he says, that's too bad. My uncle, he's a healthy. How about a little drum roll there for that, huh? Yeah, I've heard of passive Indian crowds before, but this is ridiculous, huh? You out there?
I know they're out there. I can hear them being nonviolent.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you're glad to be back, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad to be back, but I was a little disturbed at the airport, you know. You got those American kids, you know, the crazy religious ones with their haircuts and sports coats and the neckties, and they come up to you. You've seen them. They come up to you and they give you a dollar bill and they expect you to give them a poppy. Well, you know what I say? I say, let's get them out of the airport terminals and the train stations and get them back in the opium dens where they belong, huh?
You said it.
Okay. Well, let's get to our first guest, ladies and gentlemen. He's a real interesting guy. You may have heard in the news today that a British soldier wandered into town this morning. Okay, I can hear you. You're saying, hey, Salah, what's so strange about that? Well, I'll tell you, this British soldier never heard that the Sepoy Rebellion ended. How about that, huh? Now, we all know that this rebellion took place in 1857. So this cookie has a lot of catching up to do, huh? So let's get started on it right now as we greet Lieutenant Colin Weatherby. Hello, Lieutenant Weatherby. Won't you have a seat? No, that's my seat. You sit there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you were.
Thank you. So tell me, Lieutenant, what made you decide to come to Bombay today?
Supplies, really. I was nearly out of hardtack and biscuit and completely out of gin. And one can't soldier on very long without that, can one?
I wouldn't think so. How about you people? No, I personally, I am amazed that you made it as long as you did.
Well, I did have a whole regiment of supplies, but well, my comrades seemed to have turned coward and deserted me. That was about the middle of 1857, I think.
1857, huh? Yes, well, I bet you've had a lot of fascinating adventures since then, huh?
Oh, soldiering is always unpredictable. One might encounter enemy patrols or have to put down a local skirmish or something. Had one of those in the 1880s and a few years ago. Actually.
Really? Well, then, so things have been pretty slow.
Rather,
Wouldn't you
I'm
say?
afraid, yes.
Well, has it ever occurred to you, perhaps, that the British Army may not really be needed any longer?
What do you mean?
Well, should I tell him? Okay, I'll tell him. I don't know how to break this to you, but
the British... yeah, go on.
You see, India is no longer a part of Britain. It is independent.
Really?
Yes, Britain gave us up. And we were tickled pink about it, weren't we, folks?
I'll have to go and make a report to the king about that.
Queen.
Queen? How so?
The king's a queen.
I beg your pardon. That's a bloody lie. They were just good friends.
No, you don't understand. No, I didn't mean that. What I'm saying is that the king, unfortunately, died. And Queen Elizabeth is queen now.
Good God! I'll have to go and see what can be done about this.
Okay. Hey, thanks for coming. Huh?
Good evening.
Good evening. What's that? What? Oh no! A surprise guest. Look who we've got here. It is Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god.
How you doing,
How's
ladies
that
and
for a
gentlemen?
surprise,
How you
huh?
doing, pal?
How are you? I love
You
this
got the
guy.
drinking problem, huh? That nose of yours?
Hey, you're one to talk about noses, fella.
Yeah, see. Yeah, I just want to
Sit
tell
down,
you we're
sit down.
doing.
No,
Oh,
sit
thanks
down.
a lot.
Go
Thanks a
ahead.
lot. Yeah, see. Yeah, I just want to tell you that we're doing a special down the hall there in
No,
Studio
what?
3.
What? I
Yeah,
can't
we're
hear
doing a special down there in Studio 3. We're doing a Night of 1,000 Gods,
Really?
ladies and gentlemen, and I'll tell you, it's going to be really wild, boy.
Can you wait to see that? I know
I'll
I
tell you,
can.
It's really wild. We've got Zeus down there. Yeah, Muhammad, he's going to swing on down. You know what a crazy cat he is, you know. And we got Venus, goddess of love as she is. but I'll
Goddess of
tell you,
love.
Yeah, a lot of lightning bolts when she showed up, you know. And, yeah, I'll be doing a skit.
Really?
Yeah, we're doing Buddha. He's
Uh-huh.
going to be in it, and Kali, the 8-armed goddess.
Yeah.
She plays a pickpocket, you know. And
No, don't tell us too much about it. I think we all want to see it for ourselves, huh? When did you say this is going to be on?
Yeah, well, this is going to be on Thursday at 9.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, geez, I'll tell you. So don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be really wild, boy, I'll tell you. Well, I got to be going now. We got to be taping there. and-
Okay. Hey, your tie's coming off. Let me fix that
Oh,
for you.
thanks a lot. This crazy
You
guy.
get going.
Yeah.
I love this guy. This man is a giant in the show business field.
Yeah, well, I'll tell
and
you.
a
you're
heck
not
of a
so bad
deity
yourself.
too, huh? Get
Yeah.
out of here, you crazy god.
Okay.
Say. I'll
Good
bet
night,
you're
ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you. Hey.
Yeah.
I'll bet you're working for peanuts, huh?
Get out of here. Yeah, I'll tell you. He's really crazy. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
What about that guy, huh? That was a mammoth personality, let me tell you. Next, we're very lucky to have with us a very talented young lady, a terrific actress, who's currently starring in that smash hit new musical show that I'm sure you've all heard of, Rudyard. As I understand it, it is based on it's a musical, you understand, based on the works of Rudyard Kipling. So let's bring her out and have a great big greeting for Miss Julie Sebring. Hello, Julie. Hello.
Oh, so good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
thank you.
Here, why don't you sit
Oh,
down?
I'd love to. Oh, thank you.
So, Julie,
Yes.
can I call you Julie?
Oh, please do.
Okay. Why don't you tell us just a little something about Rudyard? I'm sure we'd all like to know, huh?
Well,
Okay.
it's a wonderful, wonderful film, and I'm so lucky to be involved in it. You know, of course, with a director like Bradshaw, one can't go wrong, can one? Oh, it's wonderful. It's simply wonderful. I've worked with him before, you know, and we were doing this Schopenhauer musical in German, and he took this wonderful, serious, great actor like Nigel Whitney. You know Nigel, I believe.
I think we all know Nigel Whitney, don't we?
Well, he had Nigel in
I
a
don't.
tub of pudding, singing in German. Oh,
Oh.
you had to be there. Oh, it was
I-
wonderful. And of course, you know how deadly dull Nigel can be if he's not taking care of his upper lip.
Yeah, he's got
I mean,
that.
and
Uh-huh.
everybody knows that women are attracted to it. For God's sakes, I know I am, but cinematically, it's just an upper
It's
lip.
just an
you
upper
know?
lip,
Yes.
yeah. I know exactly what you mean. As far as the upper lip goes, but I
Yeah.
think we would like to hear a little about Rudyard. Hey, I understand that you brought a film clip along to
yes,
show to
that's
us.
right. That's right. I'm very excited about this. It's
Uh-huh.
actually what it is. It's a film clip of the Gunga Din sequence, which is one of my personal favorites. I had a wonderful time doing it, especially since this was the one scene where it didn't involve any heavy machinery or tremendously horrifying stunts like I usually do in my films. I suppose you remember that one in that one film, Scurvy, that I did, where I was strapped to that parachute naked. It was
Oh,
chilling to see,
Calcutta, I
chilling.
remember that one, huh? Well, anyway, why don't we see the film clip
Oh
now?
yes.
And they're going to run it.
Oh.
Here we go.
You may talk of gin and beer when you're quartered safe out here, and it's always penny fights and all to shot it. But when it comes to slaughter, you will do your work on water, and you'll lick the bloomin' boots of him that's got it. Now in India's sunny clime, where I used to spend my time, a serving of Her Majesty the Queen. Although that black-faced crew, the finest man I knew was our regimental beastie. Gunga Din, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din. Though I belted you and flayed you by the living God that made you, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din. I shall never forget the time when I fell behind the line with a bullet where my breastplate should have been. I was choking mad with thirst, and the man who spied me first was our good old grinning glutton, Gunga Din. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din.
You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din.
Though I belted you and flayed you by the living God that made you, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din.
So he dragged me through the fray to where a dually lay, and a bullet come and drilled the beggar clean. Oh no! Still he dragged me safe inside, and just before he died, I hope you like your drink, says Gunga Din. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din. Gunga Din. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din. Gunga Din. Though I belted you and flayed you by the living God that made you, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din. So I'll meet him later on, in the place where he has gone, where it's always double drill and no canteen. He'll be squatting on the coals, giving drink to poor damn souls. And I'll get a swig in hell from Gunga Din. You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din.
You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din.
Though I belted you and flayed you by the living God that made you, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din.
That Gunga Din.
Well, wasn't that wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? That was just incredible. You're a very fine actress. Can you tell us anything else about Redwood that is interesting?
Well, it's just a wonderful film. I hope you all go and see it. It's wonderful, and we're really hoping that everyone here in India will just love it.
Okay, well, I don't have a watch, but I know we're out of time.
Oh.
Is this the camera that I'm over here? Okay, well, it's too bad we're out of time.
Oh.
It's okay, maybe we can have you back some other time.
I'd love to come.
But in the meantime, tune in tomorrow for Bombay Today.
This is a test. For the next 60 seconds, this station will be conducting a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. Yes. Okay, go ahead and turn it on. It didn't go on. Wait. Try it again. Wait. Anything happening? Hold up. Wait. Well, that's long enough.
That sounds good.
This has only been a test. Had there been an actual emergency, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So everybody brush up on what you're supposed to do, and we'll get to work on this thing again. How does that work? Wait, how does that work? It's time for my goodness me with your hosts Nizam Bababuti and Puni Raman. Hello, and welcome to the show that brings you the bizarre, the remarkable, the out of the ordinary, but above all, the real things that bizarre, remarkable, out of the ordinary people do. I'm your host, Nizam Bababuti.
And I'm Puni Raman. Tonight, our trail off the beaten path takes us to California, which is in America, you understand, to a man whose sleeping habits are, in a word, different.
They sure are. Let's have a look, shall we?
All right. When Gary Friedman of Los Angeles finishes his dinner every night, he eats it every night now. He washes his dishes with soap and water, and then he goes into the bathroom and brushes his teeth. Now this next part is very dangerous. I don't want you trying this at home. No, you must just watch it. It is very remarkable. He goes into his room and then he lays down in his bed. Now this bed is made of springs and feathers. No nails, not a nail in this bed. Isn't that amazing?
He looks comfortable though, doesn't he?
Oh my, yes.
My goodness me! That is really extraordinary. And speaking of extraordinary, how many of you know anything about music? Because our next guest will tune you in to the bizarre.
Let's watch.
Yeah.
This is Tony Taylor, the polka prince, playing a bizarre instrument called the accordion. Now he actually makes his living playing this, doing things such as right now where he's playing at the electrician's Oompapa dance at the Wingtip Room in Passaic, New Jersey. He also plays at weddings and county fairs on this bizarre instrument. And they make fun of the sitar.
My goodness me! My goodness me! Well,
Thank you, Pony.
you're welcome. Is anyone out there hungry? Well, our next guest has some interesting food tips.
Shall we watch?
Yes. In America, people eat a lot of chicken. Now, I know this sounds very weird, but it's alright because chicken tastes apparently just like cobra. They have many restaurants like the Colonel's or Amber's or Pioneer Chicken, many of these restaurants. Also, they eat other foods that taste just like cobra. Such foods as lobster, frog's legs, which you can also get at this restaurant, or such things as odd as turkey. My goodness me!
You know, Pony, frogs spend a lot of time in the water, don't they?
This is true,
They do.
yes.
Our next guest spends a lot of time in the water too.
Yes. How many of you have seen a movie where there is a high-speed fish chase? Or where a fish is rescued from a burning building?
Well, I know I have.
Me too.
And how about those movies where you see a damsel in distress rescued just in the nick of time by a fish from a train?
I see these all the time.
So do I. And our next guest is very interesting because you can't just have a fish do that. He has to be trained. And our next guest does that. He runs a school for fish. His name's Gopal Shastri. Let's meet him, shall we?
Hello.
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 So.
Go tell me, what is the first thing you do when you want to train a fish?
Well, the first thing I look for is a fish with a lot of talent. And these look pretty good. Here. Take that away, that thing. Here, and catch puppy. What I'm going to do here, what I usually look for is a talented fish, like the, and I prefer to work with scrod though. But I have found that prawns are good for aerial stunts. Those movies where there's a big fight and a fish goes and tackles a man. Yeah, well, I've done that here. And if you don't mind, I'd like to demonstrate that here. Well, how about it, huh? I think so. How about this, huh? And here, let me pick out the good fish. And this is going to be very dangerous now, so be careful. Fish goes and tackles you. So, here we go.
Careful.
Here we go. And tackle him, fish! Well, sometimes... Wait, that one wasn't ready. Here, let's try another one here. Okay, ready? And tackle him, fish! Well, sometimes this can go on for months. You can understand. These fish just aren't ready. They've just been out of water too long, I think.
Well, just remember, next time you see a movie where there's a bass skiing downhill in front of an avalanche, or where an anchovy wrestles a tiger, you saw it here first on
My goodness me!
Oh, darn. These darn coals just won't light. And when they do light, they burn up in a flash. I don't know what to do.
Batu, why so tense?
Who are you?
What you need are new Kali coals. Kali coals are fast starting and long burning.
Where did you come from?
Kali coals are specially designed with a two-part material for long burning, which means economy. They are fast starting, so you don't have to wait around long before you want to use them. Kali coals, the coal walker's choice from Calico.
Calcutta, New Delhi, Sri Lanka, and from around the world. It's the evening news with anchorman Sabu Ratan.
Good evening. This is Harundi Bakshish. Topping the news tonight, tragedy has struck on the set of Bombay Broadcasting Company's popular children's show, Mr. Mongoose. A cobra snake thought to have been merely mock turned out to be quite real. After attacking several persons, the snake escaped and is believed to be still here in the studio. The studio. Victims of the attack were Mr. Trevor Mongoose himself, colorful British eccentric, Major Catastrophe, and animal control expert Bushi Ravi. On the lighters, in other news, a small passenger bus collided with a taxi in a Calcutta alleyway. 17 million people were injured. Miraculously, there were no fatalities. Elsewhere, a bomb scare in a one-room Punjabi schoolhouse forced the evacuation of 17 million school children from the building. Panic was averted, however, due to the fact that the scare occurred during recess, when most of the children were already out of the building. This just in, a man armed with a snake has barricaded himself in a corner liquor store following a robbery attempt, and is currently holding 105 million persons hostage. The suspect thus far has failed to negotiate, but has agreed to release 17 million pregnant women. We will keep you updated. Well, results from yesterday's national elections are in, and the officials are thrilled by the voter turnout, which reached an all-time high. Yes, 732 Indians turned out to the vote, which is an increase of more than 30% over the previous high set in 1948. A sad note, television superstar and one-time teen idol Haji is dead. He was discovered unconscious in his Bombay penthouse last night and rushed to Gola Hospital by elephant, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Haji can best be remembered for his role on the Johnny Quest show as his adventure-seeking companion. Haji is survived by his dog Bandit. Another sad case of too much too soon. Popular entertainer Baloo the Bear was arrested today on a charge of indecent exposure. Commented Baloo, "I was only exposing the bare necessities of life." Bail was posted by longtime friend and business associate Mowgli, who was unable to be reached for comment. In the sports scene today, playoffs were held in Carpeteria for the Kali Bowl Championships. The match got off to a lightning start when challenger Ganesha Rappi took the initiative by feigning a left tandoori. Current cup holder Ravi Shiftar quickly rebounded in the Malikivak skirmish, catching a surprise Ganesha off guard. At the end of 19, it's Ganesha 3, Ravi 478. Later in the 23rd quarter, Ganesha pulled ahead. An angry Ravi charged Udar Parish, but since no such call exists in the game, it was disregarded by the officials. A big upset occurred during the Barfi phase when challenger Ganesha charged ahead by performing one of the best paduris seen this year. The final score of the match was a Ravi 479, Ganesha 16,772. What a game, folks, huh? Our weatherman Saeed is off today with a mild case of cholera, but is expected back tomorrow, so I'll be filling in the weather for him. So let's turn to the big board, shall we? Oh boy. Well, we've really got weather for you this time, folks. We've got some monsoons in the northeast. Calcutta is 121 degrees. There's a lot of rainfall this year, about 221 feet annually. We have tidal waves crashing in on the coast. Madras will be 119 degrees. We have a volcano eruption in Sri Lanka, which is now Ceylon, and there will be nuclear testing in the south. We have tornadoes, hurricanes, snow, and rain, which is up to here, I'll tell you, folks. It's going to be 111 degrees in New Delhi, and there have been sightings of sea serpents off the coast, so you better be careful if you're going to be in boats out there. High winds, too. But all in all, it looks like a pretty good weekend. A good chance to get out, have a picnic, work on the yard, if you have one. It's a good time, too, to tidy up the sidewalk, if you have one. Beggar's forecast for this weekend. Calcutta good, Punjab fair. Stay away from the north, though. It's pretty bleak this weekend. Tonight's commentary is by Maharishi Yogi Maharishi, speaking on behalf of Yogis Local 638.
Anti-war rallies, the Beatles, experimental drugs, those turbulent 60s. What happened to them? I mean, one moment there's American kids, and they're here with listening to our words of wisdom and the teaching of the Maharishis, and the next minute, poof, and they're gone. Only Indians left in India. I can remember when you couldn't take 2 steps without tripping over an American kid with his incense and his love beads and his hashish. But it was terrific. The Maharishis, there no unemployment whatsoever for them. But then they went away. And what's a Maharishi to do? Everyone in India is a Maharishi. And what about those rock groups that first popularized India in the first place? Where did they go? George Harrison, Strawberry Alarm Clock, Fabian. If we want to get rid of our massive unemployment, this Indian subculture's got to be rejuvenated. And what better way than by bringing those rock people back to India again? I mean, they're the ones that started this thing in the first place. Come on, Olivia. Get physical over here. Get on the road again to India, Willie Nelson. Where are you, Blondie? Just please hurry. It's boring here. Sorry.
That was a commentary by Maharishi Yogi Maharishi. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. This is your announcer, Harandi Bakshi. Good night.
This has been the Evening News with anchorman Sabu Ratan.
Make room for Doti.
Now remember, son, don't make any plans for the weekend because your grandmother is coming to visit.
Okay, Mom. Boy. Hi, honey. I'm home.
How was your day at the working place?
Oh, it's a jungle out there. I was walking through the fields today, and this Englishman is asking me, he's coming up to me first place, and asking me to take him to the top of Mount Everest. You know, the big mountain out in the backyard.
Yes.
And he says to me, take me to the top, you Sherpa guide you.
I'm not understanding this at all. What is at the top of this mountaintop thing? Why are they wanting to go there in the first place? These crazy English peoples.
That is what I am wondering. I'm asking myself that very question, and I ask him that very question. I say to him, Mr. Englishman, sir, why are you wanting to go to the top of the big mountain?
And what is he saying to you?
Or don't even ask. It is the stupidest thing I think I have ever heard.
No, I'm wanting to know. What is he saying to you?
He said to me, he says, long enough to reach the ground.
I'm not understanding this at
Me
all.
neither, but he had a credit card like in the commercial, so I'm probably going to take him.
Oh, very good.
Get some money to buy some walls.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yes, I think so. Well, anyway, my little curry pot, what is for dinner? I'm starving.
Oh, you kidder, you. Oh, I am making your favorite food.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Do I smell what I think I smell?
Yes, I am making steam.
Oh my goodness, I love steam. Can I taste?
Oh, no, it is not ready yet.
Oh, raw steam, you're right, it's not cooked yet.
No.
Well, how was your day, my little darling person?
I am 8 hours I am weaving today, and 10 hours I am making soap,
Yes,
and then
that's
another
amazing.
10 hours to clean out the soap pot. Now we have no more soap left.
Wait, Monday, Tuesday, November. That's 28 hours.
Oh, there are not enough hours in the day. Oh, thank you. But if you are wanting me, I'm going to be in the kitchen.
Okay, you go have a nice time in the
Alright.
kitchen. I think I'll read the paper. The stupid bells, every time I hit it. Let's see what happened today in sports. Oh no, those Dharma bums, they lost again. I think they should fire that Kerouac. What? What am I doing? Oh boy, what is this? Oh my goodness me. Baby booties.
This week on My Mother the Cow, Ravi suspects Mooney of being pregnant. What, again? Hilarious results, this Thursday at 9.
Oh dear. I wonder if we can afford another child. I will check. Hello, Jumbo. Do you have any money this week? Oh, good. Come out of there, you coin. Come on. Okay. Sorry about this, Jumbo. Oh, well, we are as wealthy as we've ever been. Hello, Bubba. Hello, Sonny. Can I borrow the shoes tonight? Whatever for, my boy.
I'm taking Kiwi to the George Harrison concert.
Oh, okay.
And can I borrow the elephant too, please?
Well, okay, but you have to wash it this time.
Oh, Dad, if I watch the elephant, it's only going to monsoon again. Oh, I hate washing that. Oh, wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're not fasting until death again?
Yes, and going to if you do not do as I say.
Oh, Dad, okay. Oh, I'll wash the elephant. Come on.
Come on, are you sure?
Yeah, okay, come on.
That's a good boy.
Boy, are you strict,
Say,
huh?
Sonny, how would you like to have a little brother?
I have 37 little brothers.
Well, how about your little sister then?
47 little sisters.
Oh, yes. Well, how about your little brother? Did I?
No,
little sister.
Dad, you're going crazy, what? You're acting as mom's pregnant or something.
Oh! You run along and have some fun, Billy. Is your name Billy? I don't remember.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, you go ahead and have fun. Say hi to Kiwi for
Bye,
me,
Dad.
okay? Well, and use the door this time.
Oh, God, boy.
We paid good money for that door. You go through it, not the you crazy kid.
Bye, Dad. Evening, Doty. Oh, there's some crazy chap outside climbing that big mountain. Longest legs I've ever seen.
Oh, my goodness. Won't you have a seat, Major Cardigan? I am so very happy you came to visit us. We are going to have a blessed event.
But you're joining the Empire again?
No. Here, look at these.
Golf club covers? Doty, I didn't know you were taking up golfing.
I haven't. These are for the baby.
The baby golfs?
No, I don't think you understand. You see, it is my wife, Kashmir. I think she is pregnant.
Pregnant? Quick, there's much to do. We've got to call water.
No.
Doty, sit down.
It is not me, it is my wife. And you act as if she's going to have a baby or something.
She is going to have a baby.
Run around! Oh my goodness, why are you making such noise? You were going to cause my steam to fall. Oh, Major Cardigan,
Let me take that for you, please.
What? Where are you? What?
You should be sitting down, my little tiger cub. Here, right there.
My goodness, why are you making such a fuss over me?
Because, little love, we are going to have a blessed event.
We are joining the Empire again?
Madam, the affairs of the impending arrival under the mouth, not the feet.
Oh, you know. How did you find out?
You couldn't keep something like that a secret very long, my little turban jewel.
I wanted to surprise you.
I would have found out in 9 months.
9 months? Don't be silly. She won't take 9 months. She's arriving tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Watch where I wander. I could get someone around.
Why are you running around?
You're going to have a baby.
I am? Yes. Oh my goodness! Get some water! Get some ice cream!
Hot towels, but here's some boiling water.
No, that's our dinner.
Oh, wait a minute. I am not going to have a baby. I would know this if I was going to have a baby.
Well, then what are these for?
I am taking up golfing. These are my golf club covers.
Oh! Well, then who is coming tomorrow?
My mother is coming tomorrow for a visit.
Oh, no. That old cow.
Oh. The darned elephant won't start. We'll have to use the jumper cables.
I'll give you a hand with those, lad.
Oh, thank you, Sahib.
Use the door.
Okay, Dad.
Well, my little cobra egg, I don't know how we find ourselves in these amusing situations week after comical week.
Oh, well, Sherpa guides have interesting lives.
Hey, you two, hurry up. We're all going to the concert.
Oh,
okay. Hold on a minute, Sonny. Make room for Doty. This concludes another day of broadcasting on the Bombay Broadcasting Company.
That's
Company. Be sure and come back next time in about a month or so when we get things up and we'll show some more stuff. And that's it. So put the cameras away and let's everybody
go home and lay down.
Let's get into the rickshaw, gang.
Okay.
Go home.
And start up the elephant. Good night. Good night, folks. It's not moving. Get started, you.